Welcome to this look at new multiplayer modes now available on PC and console. This is not an in-depth guide to how to, this is just a quick look at what's available, what's come to console. I mean, it's been on PC for a little while already, but this is a multiplayer thing across both platforms now. Let's jump in and have a look. With me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is here. This has been a long time in the making. When I was commentating on FSL, Farm Sim League, back in 2019, was it? This was a discussion I'd had with Lysatan, Lars, and a few of the people at Giants about whether or not this would ever come to console. And they said it's something they're looking at, they're not sure, could be a while. Well, it's been a while, but it's here. As of today, new multiplayer modes now available on PC and console. That's right, on console. If we go through the details, ready for some field action, our new competitive multiplayer modes are now available on Farming Simulator 22. The patch that downloaded today, you'll find both the Bale Stacking mode and the Arena mode in the main menu under eSports, which you can see in front of you. We've got our eSports mode. So you've got the Bale Stacking, which was the original I suppose eSport FSL they did, and I remember watching Simulation for the Nation and Virtual Farmer were commentating on that, the first one I ever saw of that. So what started out as a joyful highlight on the international gaming events a few years ago, it's now playable at home with up to 6 players. The bale stacking mode requires you to carefully and, more importantly, quickly stack square bales onto a trailer. The goal is to beat your own or your friend's high score while a countdown applies some pressure. It's always good to train your skills. There is a training option available. You can have front loaded with a tractor. You've got, well, there's various different options. We'll have a look at the moment. It says it might be a helpful skill for the upcoming Hay and Forage pack. Season 2 pass, if you've got it, coming up. So team-based arena mode requires strategy. Now that is the full farming simulator mode, the arena mode. I will show you the options on that, but I won't show you the arena mode itself. I mean, we can go in and have a look. You can go on to training mode, but I can't play because you need to have 3 players on each side, so you need 6 people to be able to play that. You can jump on and join a game if you want to, but it does require quite a bit of practice. I think I'll say that, I think. So known as, or for the FSL, the arena mode is now open to everybody. I can't stress that enough, to everybody. You don't need to register or compete in the league, but you can if you want to. 2 teams consisting of up to 3 players each compete for the high score by harvesting wheat, making bales, pressing bales and delivering them to the barn. Additional layers of tactical gameplay are ensured through a pick and ban phase at the start. Randomised power-ups and multiple strategic approaches are possible. There's also a training mode to make it easy for everyone to check it out. You can even try it on your own if you're not ready to play with others. But then it does go on to say if you want to join a professional team, if you want to go professional, you can join the FSL. So you can get a team together and you can compete if you want to. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work now. Going to FarmCon at the end of this month, I'm going to be chatting to Lars and a few of the guys to find out, because it was really kind of a PC thing up until now. And competing was a PC thing. You could join if you were a console gamer, and I think you had to get special dispensation if you were going to use a controller to play the game. The Season 5 prize pool, the entire prize pool for the season, is worth €200,000. Starts on July the 1st and 2nd at FarmCon at Lowingen. So you can join and play with friends. So what we're going to do, let's click on our esports and have a look and see what's available. So we've got a start to video on how to play arena mode. You can watch the video. There's training. You can start a match yourself. You can join a random match or join a match someone else set up. So it's up to you how you want to go about it. Like I said, we can have a quick look at that in a moment. And then we've got our bale stacking mode. Again, we've got a training, start match, join random match and join match. Now, I tried to join a random match. There were 6 players. We were all sat in there, but the countdown never started. And I sat in there for a good 10 minutes. People came and went off the server, and the countdown didn't start for us to start the game. So I'm not sure about that. But we can have a quick look in that. So first of all, let's have a look at the arena mode. If we click on this, and it will load. Still can't believe this has come to console. Oh, this is amazing. And now this may not be your thing, so you can join as captain or as a player. Like I say, 3 people on each team. I'll just go on. Like I say, this is not going to be a full game or anything like that, but you've got your pick and ban phase. So we start off with the ban phase. So it'll give the option, if we start match, So we've got, at the moment we're on training, full game, starting team, random, and then you've got a load of options on the side here as well that we can change random drops on or off, and then you can pick your settings on here, so you can choose what you want the drops potentially to be. And there are a few to go for. Herbicide takes the weeds out the field, bridges lowered means the bridges stay down, you've got an extra bale drop, speed up, speed limit increase, silo closed you can do as well, so you can if you get that as a power up, you can stop the other people from unloading into their silo. Bridges raised, which lifts them all again, that hampers your other team. You don't play on the same field, you've got your own field each, but you can actually affect what happens to them. Then you get same thing, you've got the second drop, and then you've got the grain multipliers. So there's a whole load of honestly, it's amazing. Then the super drop. Bale points can change. The bottom boost, you've got a bottom point on the barn you put bales into, and a top part on the conveyor belt. You can put them in either and you get points for those. Multiplier switches, so depending on who's got what multiplier, and the multiplier will depend on various different things. Honestly, I can't believe this is all there. But this is going to be requiring a lot more time to learn. You watch it, and even commentating on it, and I've had a go playing on PC, it looks straightforward. You watch the teams play and you get really into it. It's amazing how quickly the time flies by, and when you watch these guys play, how professionally and how much training they've done to get to the point they're at. So I'm going to press continue on that. This is just a brief overview. This is not to teach you how to play the game, this is just to show you. So the banning phase, you come onto here and you can come in and you can ban certain vehicles. If you know your opposing team uses a particular vehicle, harvester, baler, whatever it might be, you can ban one. You only get a certain amount of time. So if, say for example I want to ban that, click confirm, and that will come up the top to show what I've banned. Then the other people can do the same thing. They can ban things. And that's randomized as well. So we get another ban if we want to. And it depends what we want to ban. Let's go with, I don't know, let's go with a harvester for example. Click that. We've confirmed that. That's our second ban. Now the captain's phase, this is where you get to choose. Team power up. You can guarantee a harvester or guarantee a baler if you want to. But obviously one's already been banned, so you can pick these ones here. Herbicide removes the weeds from the field. Bale transport belt is 50% faster and it will never stop. Even if the team gets their multipliers, it doesn't slow yours down. Big haul, you get a larger grain trailer. And then bottleneck disables 2 bridges, which means I've only got one bridge available, or the back section. So you can pick one of those. Let's go with, I don't know, unstoppable for example. Confirm that. And then the player perks. So again, you can pick a specific vehicle for you as a player. For example, if I wanted to go for one of those, or you can pick a perk. Easy stack has a larger open at the bottom. There's a whole load again. So have a look through. Quicker overload speeds. No motor start delay. You can run faster. You can't bounce through vehicles in this. You have to get out and you have to run. You can see the position of drops with 6 cents. So when those power ups are coming, you can see them. Higher straw intake while pressing bales, so you get more straw. Or it's quicker to bale, one of the two. Let's say we'll go with that for example and confirm. So the game is now loading. And this is your start screen. So that's the vehicle I picked. Now you haven't got the option to turn engines on or off and that, but if I want to swap vehicles, I can jump in, jump out. It's going to count down. I want to get moving. And then we're a go. So with the premise being, you race down either to grab the baler or harvester you want. Now if somebody else is already on the podium will get the vehicle, that will start flashing amber. At the moment it's available on all of them on the podium, and on the opposing side, on the other field over there, they've got exactly the same options. If I then jump up into this and get in it, it will go to amber to say I'm in the vehicle, but someone else might be in the same one on the other side. This will only turn red once you come off the podium to say that that's no longer available. So I've claimed that, so the other team can't. Now you can have what they used to call a rush. I think that's still the case this season, where if you claim all the vehicles of a certain type, another team don't get any, you can win the game just outright if you're quick enough. You also need to get a baler. You're definitely going to need a baler, and you need something you can hook up to the grain cart, which you can see down there. Also, this is not supposed to be a detailed, in-depth how to play the game. I don't think it's going to hook up to this. I might need a tractor for it. Yeah, but you grab your balers, same thing, take them off, and then they're claimed. Now, as far as the harvesting goes, if I try and drive through the crop now, driving through the field will slow me right down, and crop destruction is on. So if you drive through, you're removing potential crop off the field you can harvest to get grain. And when you're harvesting for grain, it leaves a swath behind and you need to bale. Bales get taken over there to the bale barn, and your crop gets delivered over there. Now I think there might be a drop coming. There you go, drop spawned. And you should see... oh, right behind me, that's a bit of luck. If you can get there first before the other team, you can pick Bridges Raised, for example. So we've got that drop. 116 seconds, top left, that's counting down. I'm just absolutely... I still can't believe this is the thing. People are going to lose days of their lives to this, and practicing and having a go and playing with their friends is brilliant. It really, really is. I'm blown away. So let's open this up. Head down the hill. So yeah, driving through the crop will slow you right down. If we get the harvester going. Now the other thing you want to do fairly quickly, I don't think we can... no, you can't put cruise control on. You've got to keep your finger... oh, okay, well there's something I didn't know. So what you need to do fairly early on, because of driving through the crop slows you right down, and obviously you're destroying crop you potentially need, you need to open up the area around the grain cart so that when you're ready to unload, someone will then be there, hopefully with a tractor, and they'll get a tractor on it to deliver grain. Oh, this is slowed right down. If you have the herbicide perk, it takes all the weeds out. So obviously with weeds in, you're taking a hit on how much wheat is available off the field. And that can make a massive difference, because the amount of wheat you unload will improve your multiplier. And at the top either side of the numbers, the countdown, you can see +2, +2. You can increase your multiplier, which will decrease the other team's multiplier. It slows down their bell. All sorts of stuff happens. It's incredible. So you need to drop off wheat. If you don't have to. You could just keep harvesting. And then what you've got to do is get a baler, and you start baling. And once you've got bales, you take the bales across the bridges over to there, and the bales need to be either put on the conveyor belt. You get a better bonus, a better score from putting them through the top, or through the bottom, which gives you less score, but it's easier to do. And you'll see teams doing both. I didn't see. Did it have the? Because you can get. Just trying to see, is it on the map? It might be up the other end. There should be an auto-load trailer. Well, there always used to be an auto-load trailer. I'm going to run out of time here, I know that. So I'm just going to jump out there. Now if you drive across the bridges in a vehicle, as soon as you cross the bridge will raise once you've gone over it. And you put your bales in over here. This is the only downside to it, because I'm showing you, because I'm on foot. So conveyor belt will run, bales on the top will go up into there, bales at the bottom go into here, different bonuses depending upon. Now if all of those bridges are up, you do have a section over the back here which you can come across. Got a bit of a bump on it, but it takes a little bit longer to get all the way around the back here. That's why it's more advantageous to go with the bridges. Now I have to say again, from commentating on esports on this, some of the plays people do, some of the teamwork, it's astounding to watch. It really is. And like I say, when you get to play it yourself, you realise just how good the guys are. And there's nothing to stop any of you getting a team together and doing it yourself, having a go, applying. You do have to get to and from events and stuff like that, and most of them do happen across Europe. So obviously, if you're American, it's a little bit harder, unless you've got a load of money and you want to travel. So what we're going to do is move up to the other end. So the wheat should be delivered. Yeah, we can't. That keeps throwing me. I keep going to put like cruise control on. We haven't got it. So I'm not sure, you know, if there's an auto load. There used to be a trailer. Is it down this end? because people used to cut their way to it and open it up. Maybe there's not this season. So we go. This way you unload your wheat into here, and that will change your multipliers as well here in the little town. Can't stop smiling. I really can't. It's incredible. Like I say, this is not a guide to. This is just showing you. Look, this stuff's available now. An in-depth learn how to play this is going to take quite a bit of time to prep, and also it's going to require teams of people. It's not that straightforward. We're down to 3 minutes. I'm just wondering if I'm going to get enough time to bale a couple of bales, because the tractor I've got. I've got a forklift and a tractor, yeah. I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? Unless I unload them directly into the bottom. Let's see if we can get some points on the board. Having a tractor with a front loader on it is a bit more advantageous as well. Let's see if we can grab it. I don't have enough horsepower on this, am I? Super dropper spawned. So again, depending on what's been chosen on that, I'm not going to have enough time. What I might do is cut to a second game in a moment. I'll get some bales done. I'll just get straight on and get some bales done, because I want to just get some points on the board. Oh man! And then we'll jump across and we'll have a go at the bale stacking as well. Bottom left, you can see your bales. You can see how much grain you've got in the harvester at the bottom left. That's your map. You can also see what the other team's doing. You can see what's been claimed, what's not been claimed. You can see where people are on the map, so you can get a bit frantic. That's one bale done. 2 minutes. And honestly, some of the games I've seen won or lost in the last 5 seconds of a game. It's staggering. Let's try and just get this last one done. Let's get a second bale. There we go. Now you can leave them on the ground and they can be collected by a tractor with a front loader or the telehandler, or if you just, if I stopped there for example, like that. Oh no, I drove through the crops. It slows you down so much. You want to avoid that as much as possible. Let's get across here. What you should see as we drive across, the bridge will raise. There you go, look. Oh dear. So I'll put these in the bottom. And we should get some points on the board. So unload. There you go. So first bale in you normally get a bonus for, and some teams get the first bale in honestly ridiculously quick times. I'm going to stop there for a moment. I've seen teams, what was it called? One of the teams did this, an amazing tactic, and they will have bales on either the front forks of a front loader. They will just absolutely scream towards here, hit here, but with the thing raised and the bales flying up the top. It's incredible to watch. It is staggering to see. But anyway, that's just a brief kind of look. This is the field. This is what you've got to do. You harvest, you get your wheat. The wheat affects multiplier. Bales get put in there, give you bonuses. Depending on the multiplier, you get more points for your bales. Bridges raise and lower, the power-ups, all the stuff that comes with it. It is an immense amount of fun to play, and now available. Have I mentioned it on console? So what I'm going to do is go onto there. Actually, what we'll do, let's let it run out. Victory! I won playing on my own. That makes a change. Anyway, let's quit that and come out. We'll go back onto our esports, and then we'll go across to our bale stacking. Again, training, join random match. Now, what I might do, let's see if we can. I'll show you the training first. So we jump onto training. This gives you a whole lot of options again to choose from, like the other one did. You can go in and you can change a load of stuff in the options. This is something to have a real play around with. You can change your player name. You can convert your Y look on or off. Camera sensitivity, you can adjust vehicle arm sensitivity, steering back speed, steering sensitivity, direction change, automatic or not, your volume master, voice chat volume, all those various different things can be changed here. You can, when you're not playing online with people, if you're just doing training, if I go R3, you've got an admin setting. You can change the Bale count. So if you're setting a game up yourself for other people to play, you can change the Bale count, you can change the game duration, you can change the vehicle you start with, you can scroll through loads of different vehicles. The trailer can be movable or not. At the moment it's immovable. Automatic reset, I can't remember what that's for now. Timer on the start. Now the timer is about a minute long. I might turn that off, or it can be on players ready. I might turn that off for this one. I don't know if it will automatically do it or not. Countdown 10 seconds, match timeout countdown, resets. Players required to finish. If there's 6 of you playing, you can have that all people need to finish before the game ends, or the first 3 people need to finish. It's entirely up to you how mean you want to be to everybody. Voice chat, and you can have rankings on this set on or off as well. If we go back on there, save and continue. So, oh no, this is obviously what it was set on, because it's not showing a countdown. That's why it wasn't working. When I went on to play with other people, if I go to the admin settings again, having automatic start off, automatically start the game from waiting state. The wait time will depend on the number of unoccupied player slots. Players ready. All players have to exit the settings screen to be ready. If I'm training, there's only me. And if I'm ready, so that's weird, because when, like I say, when I played online, I'm wondering if there might be a glitch with it. When I played online, we'll try again in a little while. Everyone was sat ready and nothing happened. The problem is, if we come back into that menu, go to admin settings again, if I put that to timer, let's go players ready, try that.
Get ready.
There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you can't go back through there, but that's how you finish. You've got to finish by going through that thing. You've got to get all 8 bales onto the trailer. They've got to stay on the trailer. And again, how you go about this is entirely up to you. Depending on what vehicle you've picked, you might have a tractor with a front loader. You might want to do a bale at a time, 2 bales at a time. The more bales you do, the more precarious it becomes. And if you've got 6 players playing, oh no, that worked perfectly when I did this before. No, it's not going to do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's going to fall off. Yep. If I can get them on, no. It's a disaster. See, it just goes to show all the practice in the world, and then you do one thing and it all goes to pieces. I think I did it in 2 minutes 10 before. I'm going to get it faster at some point. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, we had 4 bales on at this point last time. No. And the more frantic you get, obviously, the more precarious it all becomes. Now, the original one of these, there were 3 players on, and you had to make your bales first. There were straw swaths on the floor. You made your bales, you picked your bales up, and then you put them on the trailer. This is just the bale stacking side of that. So what I'll do, I'll just finish this one off, and then we'll have a go and see if we can get into a server that's allowing us to play all together. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. That's where you've got to be careful. Whoa. No, I'm not going to beat my previous time. Well, because that slight gaff at the start. Now, if you're playing with friends, you might decide that you'll set yourself certain rules. You can't use telehandlers, you can only use tractors, or you can only use telehandlers, or just have it random. You know, if you just feel that you can beat your friends no matter what they've picked, you can just go with anything you like. Once these bales are on and in place and not falling off, it will then only give me the option to flee to the finish. That's a terrible time. There you go. Yeah, my previous best was a 2:21. I could have done a 2:21. So L1, R1, and circle. Let's quit. So yeah, if you have it set on the other one, the timer, I think it's a minute and a half before it starts the game. So we go down to esports. Go back across there. Let's join a random match and see if this works. Well, I'm going to leave all my settings the same. Save and continue. Right, there's only 4 people. I think it needs 6. It depends how this has been set, because we might get enough players in. It says waiting for players. If we get another one, we might get a countdown, we might not. So you can see the players in the other pitches, courts, fields, I guess. What are the chances of me getting MrSealyp green? That's an interesting one. Come on, we just need one more person. See if we can get this to work. Right, that's everybody, and it's done it again. So at this point, once everyone's out of their screen to do their settings, if everyone's ready, the countdown should start. So I've joined a different server this time. We'll see if we can get this one to work. Doesn't look like it. Into settings. So I can't log in as admin because it's not mine. So I'm assuming it's whoever's setting it up. So anyway, that's what should happen. We should get into here once all the players are ready. The countdown should start and everyone get going. This is the 3rd server I've been in now, which is where it's sat like this. So I guess it'll just be a case of setting up your own one. Let's go into there and quit. But there you have it. Just a brief look, this is available now. Have a play around with it, have some fun with it. I can't see how you couldn't have fun with it. It's one of those cool things, have a muck around with your friends, and with the FSL as well, to potentially be able to set up a team and play in the league if you wanted to. With a bit of practice, get on there and have a play. So there we go. That's it from me. New multiplayer modes on PC and console. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do.
Get ready.
Thanks for watching.
5, 4, 3, 2,